So what to do with where you are as it relates to his assignment given you is what determines where you find yourself tomorrow. Let me tell you this story. In those days, we were going on our way to Kaduna to catch up with the Sunday service, and our executive official car, Volkswagen B2, had a problem. And so, I said, we must get there by all means. Church was less than 40. So we waited to see if there were buses coming from the east that have attachment where we can manage. None till 11 p.m. A friend of mine pressurized us to come and stay in his house. So I told my team, don't ever sleep with your leg on the bed. Put your leg on the floor and your back on the bed. So that when you want to turn, you wake up. Because by 4 a.m., if you don't wake up, you will try to Kaduna. So we hired a 504 vehicle, and I said, station wagon. I said, driver, I said, yes. Go at any speed, you are safe. We must make Kaduna before 8 o'clock. There were less than 40 people in church. But sir, the way I prepared for this church was the exact way I was preparing for that church. Every service was like a convention. There is no casual approach, no casual preparation. If you are not faithful with little, the future is not in view. Wake up. They say you are a cell leader, you are dragging about. That's not the way to matter to go. You can't matter to go like that. I don't think I can go this morning, Jerry. Who are you doing, Jerry, to God? You're wasting your mouth. It will replace you easy. If you are not faithful where you are, you can't be counted then. It's your genuineness, faithfulness and fruitfulness today that determines where he places you and I tomorrow. You are here. Some of us who are here. You know that I can arrive in town at 3 a.m. to be in church on Sunday morning. He will always find me on duty. When he said, don't go anywhere, I've stayed now 2 years and 9 months in obedience to him. Somebody's here, you won't toy with your future. You won't toy with your future. If as a youth you can't get 10 souls in a year, then what do you get when you are 50 years old? When you are 60 years old? Even coming to church, your wife will have to beg you. Honey, can we go to church? I'm just tired. Why will you be tired? When you need to build energy, you're not building energy. But that's not you. I've written to you, young men, because you are strong. You are in the days of your strength. Demonstrate it. You are in the days of your strength. Demonstrate it. I won't consider any youth in this church as serious. You can't get 10 souls in one long year, in spite of lockdown, where people are in their houses, where you can easily see them. Abba. No. No one imagines a giant by chance. It's the build-up process that causes giant in you and I to rise. You can't imagine a sports hero by chance. You build capacity towards imagining one. So every opportunity today is a platform for building capacity towards the emergence of the giant in you. You are building capacity towards the emergence of the giant in you. No one shall fail. We are just in that era of emergence of giants. The highest concentration of these giants will be found in this church. Where you count 1,000, and count again 10,000, and count again 50,000, and count again 100,000. And then shall the word come to pass. It has become the winner's war. That prophecy is speaking to your destiny. The greatest employers of labor will rise from this platform. Captains of industry will rise in their numbers from this platform. Founders of great foundations, blessing the human race in different faces, will rise from this place. Great inventors of global ranking will rise from this platform. Be faithful where you are today. It will create the future that God has reserved for you. You are working anywhere, be a Joseph in that place, for whose sake God is blessing that organization. Be a plus wherever you find yourself and not a minus. Be a blessing and not a burden. Carry your Christian identity with all validations. Where people working, you are working for or working with you, is a Christian. It's your strongest testimony. That brother is a Christian. It's yea, it's yea. It's nay, it's nay. You'll never find him compromising. He tells the truth all the time. That's your testimony. Laban confessed, I have learned by experience that God has blessed me for your sake. Speaking about Jacob. That's your testimony. Can I tell you this? Your faithfulness where you are today is what delivers your own for you tomorrow. If you have not been faithful in it as another man's, who shall give you that which is your own? Who shall give you that which is your own? Who shall give you that which is your own? So how faithful you are where you are today will determine how fast your own will arrive. How fast your own will arrive. I have this testimony. I had a brief spell teaching in one school, and I had a principal and a vice principal. The vice principal told his little boys growing up, they were in primary school, he said, there's a young teacher in our school. He teaches as if he owns the school. What? He teaches as if what? He teaches as if he owns the school. He teaches as if he owns the school. He teaches as if he owns the school. You can't do anybody's thing like your own and not have your own. I had no idea of any education infrastructure in my life. He teaches as if he owns the school. There was a Christian university here in Nigeria, one of the early ones, and the Lord prompted us to share the responsibility of running that place with them. Believe me, before God of heaven, I had no idea of a covenant university. But we joyfully shared that responsibility with them. Also, don't let me talk more than that. You can't be faithfully committed to a thing that's another man's and not have your own. And not have your own. Don't be part of cutting down the place where you are earning your income. Don't be part of leaking the business out to others to capture. Be faithful. Be faithful. If you're a motor mechanic, don't use old parts and call it new one. You may be under that vehicle for life. Be faithful. Man, I was looking for a brand new part I couldn't get, so I got a used one. And so, this is the amount. It's different from what I called it before. By letting go of that 3,000, you have secured a great future. Somebody's story is changing. That's how heroes are made. They are made out of faithfulness, character, integrity, where they are today. You are going places. Let me hear your loudest amen. Let me hear your loudest amen. Let me hear your loudest amen.